Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. This is another paid request, this time from Eelco. Thank you so much. He sent a very generous request via PayPal. And for those who want to send in pretty much any type of topics or reactions or reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, commentaries, or even if it's just a donation and for nothing, just pretty much any type of thing, you feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box down below. But Eelco, he was during the, because when you send stuff through PayPal, you also send a message. He was talking about military comedies and what are my thoughts on some of them. And I thought, okay, well, let me pick like my top 5 favorite military comedies. Now, obviously, I've never been in the military. Look at me, I've never been in the military. I wouldn't last. I couldn't make it. I'm too much of a pussy. I'm too much of a pussy for that. I'm too much of a sissy. But there are military comedies I do enjoy. It's not a comedy, but I do like Child's Play 3. But if I did like top 5 favorite comedies where military is involved in some way, number 1 would have to be Stripes. I love Stripes. It always goes back between that and Ghostbusters as my favorite Bill Murray movie, because I love Stripes. That's the Fat Jack. Wonderful cast. Harold Ramis, may he rest in peace. Same with John Candy, Warren Oates. You got Judge Reinhold. You have just a great cast of people. You got, oh, what's his name? From John Larroquette. These two guys go into the military, the army. I think some people have said that Stripes hits a little bit closer to home than some people may realize. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that'd be pretty. Would that be funny or scary? But from the energetic performances, Bill Murray in his prime, Harold Ramis doing great work as the co-star. Hey, look, we're walking. That's the Fat Jack. Bill Murray getting John Candy riled up. You're a lean, mean fighting machine. Whether it be even the side characters like Lighten Up Francis. Oh, Psycho. Anybody touch me, I'll kill you. Anybody talk to me, I'll kill you. If anybody calls me Francis, I'll kill you. Lighten up, Francis. Or when Warren knows they think he's gone for good, and then he comes back and Bill Murray's like, it is alive. I even like the finale. Some people don't like the finale because it turns to an action movie, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought Ivan Reitman handled it fairly well. I love the military vehicle they had with all the bells and whistles, and one of the few times you don't have people like Bill Murray with a Uzi or whatever it is, and Harold Ramis being action stars like that. So I thought that was kind of a fun change of pace, and the wide spectrum of the movies they did. My Stripes is very enjoyable. Very enjoyable movie. I love Stripes. That's a film. I just realized I don't think I have that film on Blu-ray, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't think I have that film on Blu-ray. I'm going to have to change that, because I love Stripes. It's hilarious. But my second favorite is In the Army Now. People are like, really? When I was growing up, I liked Pauly Shore. I liked Encino Man, I still do. I liked Son-in-Law, and I still do. But my favorite was always In the Army Now. And that's really the last one of his I saw that I liked. Because Biodome is pretty bad. Jury Duty is awful. Pauly Shore's Dead is only interesting because of all the cameos he got from like everybody. Even Adam Sandler makes a cameo, or a voice cameo, in that film. And that was like Pauly Shore trying to do a comeback, which didn't really work out. because Pauly Shore's shtick got old, and the older he got, the less funny it got. But I can still watch In the Army now and still get a lot of enjoyment out of it. From the beginning, when they're playing some video game, to the way Pauly Shore worked well with Andy Dick. They had good chemistry. Well, the Warner Boys. It's crazy. I like Lori Petty. I like David Allen Greer. Yo, what's his name? Sadly, he passed away recently. The dad in the Blob remake. Art LaFleur, he makes an appearance. The guy who's Lou Diamond Phillips' brother in La Bamba, he's in the film. Brendan Fraser makes a cameo. Because he made a cameo in Pauly Shore's other films, Son-in-Law, and, of course, Encino Man he was in. Like, In the Army now, I like a lot of the jokes. Like, the whole basic training. I forget the actress's name who plays the... God, I'm trying to think of the titles. Drill Sergeant. Give me 50. Oh, I don't have any money. No, give me 50 push-ups. Okay, all the way up and down, right? Like, the moments like that. Like, all the way up and down, right? Okay, 1. Is that it? Like I said, I like like, that's a film I saw a lot when I was a kid. Like, even their songs that stuck in my head. Like, when they did the haircut. Get a haircut and get a new job. And that's when they shave Pauly Shore's head bald. He freaks out. Ah! There's nostalgia. I can admit, there's a bit of nostalgia to that film. I do wish the film was on Blu-ray. I think the film did okay at the box office, but just not as well as the others. And I guess that kind of started the downfall of the box office. But I always thought it was a fun movie. I was always entertained by it. I just don't get chuckles and laughs out of it. Part of me was going to do a commentary, but I figured Eelco instead wanted me to talk about the other military films. Comedies, I should say. Otherwise, it would have... Maybe one day down the road, but... number 3, Tropic Thunder. I enjoy the film. The whole thing with Robert Downey Jr. and his character and why he looks that way, I thought it was a great take on method acting and how the insanity just can get buck wild in Hollywood. I thought Ben Stiller did a good job directing that film. You have a cast with Jack Black and Nick Nolte and Danny McBride and Matthew McConaughey and Tom Cruise in a scene-stealing cameo. And like one of his most different characters. And fuck your own face. The whole movie within the movie, and then at one point they think they're still in the movie, then they realize they're doing it for real. Even how the beginning is set up where when the movie opens, you get trailers to movies, but it's to the movies of these actors. I thought that was really genius. Right off the bat, we get to know what kind of movies these guys make. Jack Black making another dumb fart and joke comedy sequel. Ben Stiller making another action movie sequel. Here we go again. Again. Robert Downey Jr. making a pretentious Oscar bait movie. I thought that was really clever. Be like, really? You put In the Army Now above it? In the Army Now is nostalgia, hook, line, sinker, but I have a lot of joy and fun. And hell, I go for the underdog as well. Tropic Thunder gets his props, deservedly so. And that's still an entertaining movie, Tropic Thunder. I'm the white dude playing a black dude disguised as another dude. or whatever the hell line he said. I can't do it justice. But Robert Downey Jr. was just insane. That's pretty ballsy to do that role too. Fucking ballsy. But yeah, Tropic Thunder I had a lot of fun. I think it's a clever movie. I think it's a fairly well written movie, and they had the budget to make a nice flourish of a production. Like I said, you get people like Matthew McConaughey and Tom Cruise. I mean, it's a hell of a cast. Number 4, Major Payne. I just laughed my ass off with that film. I think Damon Wayans, that's one of his best and funniest performances as Major Payne. There gotta be somebody that needs killing. Sorry, Major. You killed them all. And just like, almost every line Major Payne has in that movie makes me laugh my ass off. Like, Damon Wayans is hilarious. Just like, from the get-go, when a guy's hurt and he's got a gunshot wound. You want me to show a little trick? Take away that pain? This might sting a little. Oh, my finger! Oh, I'm feeling better, ain't it? Or like him going crazy in the room, and he's like ticking boxes. I gotta go get a job. And then he tries for, I forget what it is. Something where they gotta play roles. I don't know, it's like police officer, I think, and it's like domestic dispute trial. And he just bitch slaps the guy and knocks him the fuck out. I think the guy he slaps is the writer, Dean Lorey, who I think is one of the writers of Jason Goes to Hell. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. I could be wrong. But then when the little kids, he teaches at ROTC Military Academy, and just the way he talks down to each of these kids, nowadays he wouldn't get away with it, it'd be too un-PC, but just, hey, Heathco, is that a little 20 in your pocket? What's up with you? If I touch your stomach, are you at the Pillsbury Doughboy? And you go, hoo 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 hoo. What the hell are you doing, you freckle-faced cartoon? Did I give you permission to sneeze, Opie? You better shut up, you turd. I'll kick your ass back to Mayberry. The way he talks, just Damon Wayans steals that movie. Like the little kid who's afraid of the monster in the closet, he comes in and just, if he's in there, he ain't happy. And then the kid hugs him, and then Damon Wayans doesn't know what to do, and then he puts him like, you did soft on me, boy? Huh? You did soft on me? You didn't funny on me? I think it's like soft, like, what are you doing? I don't know, he hugged me. It just feels all weird and gush. Attentive. Why don't you pop your titty out of his mouth and stop babying him? That performance just kills me. I still laugh my ass off just thinking about it. And the kids do their jobs well. It goes at a fast pace. It's directed by, I think, Nick Castle, who did The Last Starfighter. Competent director. I think he also did Dennis the Menace in the 90s. I don't know what Nick Castle's up to now. Nick Castle, he's one of the original Michael Myers, Nick Castle. From Halloween. And then became a director. But I love Major Payne. Then number 5 is Dr. Strangelove. It's one of my favorite Kubrick films. My favorite is The Shining, and then Full Metal Jacket, and then Dr. Strangelove. I just think it's a very fun take on how idiotic the military can be. Whether it be the one military guy that's afraid of all the fluids, and he's so batshit insane and paranoia that he starts a war because he thinks the enemy is tricking them with trying to take our fluids. Peter Sellers in multiple roles. He does a good job. George C. Scott is a lot of fun. And it's nice to see George C. Scott cut loose. Wasn't on purpose, because when the director, George C. Scott, wanted to do a serious take. And then each time, okay, but then Stanley Kubrick would say, no, just do one for fun. And he used all the scenes that were done for fun, and George C. Scott got pissed about that. But it was done for the better. And man, that's a fun, it's a well-directed movie with the way Kubrick has the compositions and shots. And like, that's a black comedy that does it fairly well with its humor. Like the whole ending with Dr. Strangelove's plan, and he's like, "Oh, I can walk." Just something about that makes me laugh, and it's a unique movie of its time. Well, I say that, and there was a series version of that film called Failsafe, which that was a take Dr. Strangelove, but if it was a serious movie. And that one had like Walter Matthau and I think Henry Fonda. It was about, again, the same plot. There's going to accidentally be a war. Well, some are going to die over there, so in retaliation, you get to bomb one of our cities. I think it's like New York or something, and so that there won't be a world war, just be, you know, millions of death instead of billions. But yeah, Failsafe I remember not doing well because Dr. Strangelove like took all the thunder and glory. But yeah, Dr. Strangelove is, like I said, interesting film. Good cast. But yeah, Stripes, In the Army Now, Trumpet Thunder, Major Payne, and Dr. Strangelove. My top 5 favorite military comedies. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Be attentive. That's the Fat Jack. 'Cause they're crazy boys. We're just giving it away. So thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.